Okay. I feel like we caught the last half of the question, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Do you think people can hear us?
I don't know.
Is this working? It says we're
Sean
live.
Quinn, can you hear us? Oh. Yes. Okay, cool.
Okay.
And we can see you.
We can see you now. Oh, it's good. Good. Hi, everyone.
Hey, guys. Thanks for joining.
Happy Wednesday. Without further ado, and we're going to have a lot of time to chat, but we'd like to present our new music video for Next to Normal, directed by Jason Lester, who will be with us in just a moment to answer some questions. Here it is.
Here we go, kids.
hopefully that worked better for you than it did for us over here.
Mhm.
But hopefully you've also seen it before.
Thank
We
you,
are going to bring
guys.
in our dear friend, the director, Jason Lester.
Hey, Jason.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm on a weird Wi-Fi connection at a production office in Mexico.
Well, you know, there
We're-
we're making it work. We're making it work.
Cool.
Should we start with some questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's got a question? Hugs to your puppy.
Thank you. I'll make sure that I pass that along. I think it's just lag time with the comments as well, but hopefully we'll get some soon.
mhm. So you're in
Well, you wanna-
Mexico?
Yeah, I'm here shooting a video. Nayarit, Mexico. We're like an hour from Puerto Vallarta.
Beautiful.
Do you get
Yeah.
any off days?
Yeah, for the next couple. We're shooting on 35 millimeter, which has been challenging in the jungle. but it's
Wow.
someone asked what the inspiration behind the video was. Well, you guys can talk a bit about it too, but Jess and Holly brought me sort of like a palette of references that I think we both were super into from the jump. And, you know, a lot of it was like 60s and 70s psychedelia, some like vintage sort of psych art films from that era. There's this guy, Ira Levin. He did these like Mylar photos in New York in the 60s that had these sort of like amazing distorted portraits of a lot of artists. You know, like what was it, Clouseau, Inferno, this like film that he did all this test footage for, sort of inspired a lot of the lighting effects. And yeah, we're super set on film from the beginning too. We wanted to dial in as much as possible a lot of these effects in camera and try to do it, you know, on set as much as we could without post-production. The video has a lot of layering in it, but most of the layers are things that were made on set. Yeah, like a lot of the optical glass elements, the sort of like lighting rigs with the spinning lights, some like fisheye lenses. The screen with like the silhouettes is a production. It's a projection screen that Jess and Holly are behind. So even that's like done live. So that was kind of like our idea from the top, was to blend all of these references into something. And I've been a fan of your guys' music for a long time, so it was exciting to work together.
It was super exciting. And the video is amazing, and all the layers and visuals and things are just came out like better than.
Yeah. And I think it was important for all of us that there wasn't like a storyline that we had to attach ourselves to. Like it was just about having fun and seeing things that looked beautiful and exciting and felt like the song feels. Lively and energetic, because we'd been stuck in our houses for a while, and the record definitely makes you want to dance, and so that I think has made it different to begin with. And working with Jason to create these striking visuals and using techniques, incorporating sort of modern techniques with all these beautiful old film techniques, melding those two worlds together was really inspiring.
Yeah, I think like capturing the sound of the song was, you know, rather than, like you said earlier, try to create a narrative, it was, and it's kind of like a new sound for you guys a bit too, I think. So sort of launching that with something that presented like the sonics through the, you know, that was kind of like our talking point from the start, was translating the energy of the song into images. And you know, we both decided early on that leaning kind of like heavily into this glam look and like some sort of like period inspired aesthetics was a good way to do that. It was supposed to feel like a party.
Yeah,
Mhm. And
Yeah.
it did.
it does.
Yeah, it was-
Also, we got the opportunity to wear just about every color sequin that's ever been made. So Holly and I were very happy.
Yes.
Let's see if there's any other video related questions.
it
Thank
was shot by
you.
Justin. He's a great DP who I work with quite frequently, especially on film material. So
Mhm.
yeah, we would definitely do a music video again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, maybe talk a little bit about like making a music video with film versus digital.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting thing to hear about.
This was like an interesting one. I think film was sort of an obvious choice for this because a lot of the optical effects and like the lighting effects that we were going for on digital, a lot of that would take a lot longer to dial in. It would, you'd be like fighting an uphill battle to get the organic feeling of it, the way
Mhm.
that the light registering, the colors are registering.
Mhm.
There's sort of like an innate, the reason all that psychedelic stuff from the 60s and 70s looks so good is that, you know, a lot of this stuff was done in camera and
Yeah.
not as VFX. A lot of these things now are done entirely in post. And you just
Yeah, all
can't get
that graininess and that rich like warmth you can't recreate it in the same way in post,
Yeah.
right?
It would be, you know, you could replicate it, but you would be always trying to replicate something that wouldn't feel totally organic or baked into the material in the same way, or would feel like static, I think, you know, especially some of this light stuff. So it was sort of for us like a no-brainer from the top that we would shoot it on film. And I love working on film. I've been like mostly working on film for the last couple of years just because, you know, the shooting experience also I think forces you to be really exact, like in what you're shooting. You only have such a limited amount of stuff, and especially in a thing like this that's super performance heavy, you especially using a lot of film really quickly. So you have to choose the setups from the top that are most important to you, and everything is really dialed in. And I think it creates like a work environment that's focused, and everyone like shows up and knows you've got 2 takes to get everything, you know.
Yeah. And
Digital.
chasing the light and everything also for the outdoor shots.
Yeah, and speaking of outdoors, it's been asked a few times where it was filmed, and that was at my cousin has a property in Ojai that's sort of this untouched, beautiful property on the top of a mountain. There's not even a house there, so we just had all this open space with incredible old, sort of burnt trees. It was really stunning, and so we got to go there for the day and film half the video there, and then the next day was all studio shots with all the lights and sequins and mirrored floor. First time I've seen you perform in non-matching outfits. Did that choice have anything to do with the lyrics, just trying to be myself when everyone's the same? It's time to separate yourself. Well, I mean, not
directly.
exactly or directly. Go for it.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're always trying to evolve our looks, and I think for this record, we just felt like it was time to coordinate, but not dress exactly alike, and we could have fun, still creating 2 parts of a whole, but being different. But also, the song is about like finding your
Tribe.
your tribe.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, 2 very different people coming together to make something or be a part of something together, to unify was important. So it makes sense. And your perceptiveness is on. Okay, so let's see what else. Oh, sorry, here we go. It's scrolling quickly, so.
How did we connect? That's one. We have a lot of mutual friends, I guess, as well.
Yeah,
It's funny, you
producer.
worked on set with me like a week before we shot the video in the
Yeah, Jason directed the War on Drugs live show, live stream that Holly and I were a part of. So that was awesome. Yeah, that was what, a week or two before?
Yeah, and Laura, who produces for me, Laura Burhan, and Jess and Holly go way back.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's kind of, I guess we were just connected, we've been together a couple of years. So through social networks. But yeah, like I've admired your music from afar for a while. So
Thank you. And same. Peter Lalish, our guitar player, asks, can you speak a little about the guitar player in the band? There we did it. We spoke of him.
He did do a pretty slamming solo in the middle of this track. So
that's true.
That's Peter Lalish. Oh, we did that. Love the melding of the faces.
Someone asked about film and digital. There's a wave of film production happening, which is exciting. Kodak ran out of stock at the end of this year, which created like a film shortage in LA for a couple months, like 3 months. Everybody was just buying. It was like black market film. It was just being traded. Wow. There's so many movies shooting on film again too that they were sending all of this 16 millimeter to movies and not to the stores that tend to sell it. So there's a sort of a gold rush for film production happening. I think Cannes, the film festival last year, there were 35 movies shot on film there, something like that.
Wow.
So it is sort of coming back in a big way. I think everybody got burnt out on digital, or at least has realized digital is just a tool, the same way film is. And some images, digital makes more sense, and shoots digital makes more sense, and a lot of the time film does. And that's actually driven like the costs back into a more affordable place. So it's
somebody asked, how did you know that the filming would turn out well? Like, was there any part of you that's just kind of like, maybe none of this will come out, maybe none of this will. How do you know that any of it's gonna work ahead of time? Or you don't?
No, I mean, I think we were like excited when we got the film back to see how well a lot of the light stuff we held up, because there was definitely, I don't want to say like a question around it, because we knew it would look cool, but I don't think we knew how well a lot of the color ranges were going to hold from some of the lighting, since we were doing a lot of really fast moving lights, especially the projection stuff. There was like rapid exposure changes. And yeah, that's another thing. Film holds like 4 ranges of stops on either direction that digital wouldn't hold. You have this huge bandwidth between the shadows and the lighter regions and like the colors within that. So when we got it back, we were ourselves like super, it's kind of a test of the capacity of stock to hold all these different color ranges. Otherwise just prep.
Yeah.
We shot for 2 days, 1 outdoors, 1 in, and post was a couple weeks.
Yeah. FX was a couple days.
Couple days. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was
Belgium.
Yeah. How did that work?
I don't know. Did we talk about this? Our VFX guy got really bad.
What happened?
The VFX guy got like horrible COVID, so we swapped to an artist who also did a great job. He like called me and he was like, I'm so sick, I can't move from my bed.
Wow.
Oh no.
He's okay. No.
Oh my God.
He was in LA.
Wow.
VFX. This guy is Alex Familian is his name. Very
my
good
gosh.
VFX.
Cool. Wow.
Um,
Okay, what was
the process like for choosing all those outfits? Well, we spent like a couple weeks sourcing things and not knowing. I mean, it's, COVID era, so we can't really go to a bunch of shops and try on. So we just sent a bunch of things to the house and would try it on. And if we thought it would work, we used it. And if we didn't, we would send it back or get new sizes or whatever. And then we worked with Lindsay Hartman, who's a stylist. Once we kind of just in the like couple days leading up to the shoot to sort of tie everything together. And she sourced a couple of really cool vintage pieces. I even wore one of her dresses for that like green metallic Batsheva dress where you see our heads melding.
Yeah.
And we got another Batsheva dress for Holly that was like lavender holographic. It was crazy on camera. I mean, and so, yeah, I mean, we just had a blast finding just the right colors and things that were light reflective. We knew we were going to be playing with a lot of lenses and lighting, so we wanted things to be able to reflect and capture light. So
We had a lot of someone asked what was the collaboration like. There's a lot of artists who just show up to set and they read the document that morning. So it was great to have so much collaborative time, I think, in advance on this. Jess and Holly were like really involved from the get-go, and came in with a ton of ideas and references, and the treatment was built off of there already being foundationally a lot of thinking about what this should look like, and that's always really nice when you are working with people that are sort of like involved from the start and throughout with great ideas for how everything should come together. So we did a lot of like visual prep and references, and we had tons of stuff sent back and forth, and then that was extremely smooth for having done that. I think we were all like on the same page about what everything should look like way in advance.
Totally.
Which is like, not always the case.
I remember at one point when we were on the reflective floor, that opening scene where we walked towards each other, and we were choosing between like 3 different dresses, and it was just what was going to sparkle the most. Remember
oh yeah,
because you were using these amazing filters, so it's just about what was going to like literally sparkle and catch light the best. Very difficult decisions, guys.
Yeah, and that mirrored floor was something that it's on the cover too. So yeah, it was cool. Carry that through.
Yeah, I love that.
Let's see. Is the very long hair going to be the new Lucius style?
For now.
For now.
Was there an actual script? Did you have some like a storyboard kind of thing, or?
We had a very shot list that because we were building out so many different effects, we had a lot of references for each shot within the shot list. So it was, especially because we're shooting on film, we had sort of mapped out in advance. There were we wanted in the chorus. We knew the chorus was gonna be the exteriors, and that we wanted the verses to sort of live in like the interior world, and then it would switch more later in the video and start blending together. There was something the rave cave thing was like a discovery on set, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Because what was that initially going to be? There was backdrop.
Mylar room, like we were going to do a Mylar enclosure, but we originally thought that it would just be, something reflective, like we would see like slightly warped reflection. And then we had to put the hole to put it in there. And we had these like tube lights up in there, and literally just when we were testing it, somebody was like shaking the things to move it around, and it looked crazy through the monitor without anyone in. We kind of like last minute, we're like, wait, this is way better than what we were going to do originally.
Yeah, that was the very last thing we shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
pretty
so much fun.
Yeah,
that
really.
was like a 4mm lens too, which is this really special thing. Yeah, it's the like closest thing to fisheye that's not a fisheye. It's like a meter away from fisheye.
It was fun playing with perspective too.
Do you have any advice for aspiring filmmakers interested in directing music videos?
Yeah, I started out videos for friends that had bands. I think that's kind of also, if there's bands that you like, it's great. You can get in touch with a lot of people through email now. I think it's worth, if you're a fan and you're like an aspiring music video director and you've made something or want to reach out, because a couple of the videos I did like really early on were just because I emailed the managers of bands that I liked. And bands management gets this kind of stuff all day. But so, if you email 40 bands, I heard back from 3 or 4, and a couple of those videos made they made like pitchfork lists or whatever, and then from there it became a lot easier to get work.
Totally.
Yeah. I mean, we have worked with artists who've reached out to us. We just had never heard of them for whatever reason, and ended up being great collaborations. So
I think if you don't have a music video rep early on, that's like a great for people, and we'll likely get you a rep if you do a couple of videos, and from there you'll get briefs from labels, which is
especially if you're resourceful and don't need a lot of money to make them, because I think for upcoming artists, that's the biggest thing that holds them back from making something. Just budget.
Cool.
Is it intense being the focal point of a video? How do you mentally prepare for a shoot? I mean, there's not an audience, so it never feels like all that, like you're alone.
Yeah.
Totally.
Especially in this video where it's like all about these really interesting visuals. It's kind of more that you're putting yourself in front of the camera and saying, does this look cool? Does this look cool? How is this looking? And then you shoot it. It never felt performative in the same way as if we were doing, and
we get to admire each other too. Like when we get to see the visuals happening, I just remember like the holographic dress, and then like rolling up your body to your eyes, and then these amazing sort of like spotlights circling your eyeballs. Like, I mean, we got to enjoy it stepping back, and then when we're not in it, when one is and one is not. Why did we choose this song for the first video? It just felt like a party. It was time to release something that felt good, and I mean, I don't know, it was a natural fit. Everybody on our team felt like it was the right one to come first. A lot of the other questions, it seems like, are not about the video, so we're happy to answer a few before we end. But we want to thank Jason for joining us and answering questions and being an amazing collaborator and It's been such a joy to work together, and we look forward to doing it again in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Thanks, guys. All right. Well, we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
sure.
Thanks,
Hi.
dude.
All right, we'll answer a few for a moment. We've actually been in rehearsals getting ready for Brandy Carlisle's Girls Just Wanna weekend in Mexico, because we're practicing a bunch of new songs to perform for the first time.
Yep.
And it's very exciting. There will be a hot tub time machine again, if you know anything about Girls Just Wanna. All right, so let's go back and read a couple of these. It was really cool being on Obama's list this year.
Yeah.
We've always wanted to make that list, and that song with War on Drugs has really been a blessing.
Yep.
And it's awesome. I'm sure we will be singing with Brandy in all the places. We have a hard time not singing together when we're together. Let's see here. Oh, I see. The stage. Yeah, we've been designing our new tour set with this amazing designer. And it has similarities to the album cover. But you're going to have to see in person. Lots of new fits and a beautiful show. It's going to be so fun. I really can't wait.
We will see you in Chicago.
And Portland. And there will be more dates announced. I saw that question earlier. There absolutely will be more dates announced soon. We wouldn't leave the West Coast hanging, we promise.
We are very excited to get back on tour. Yeah.
Dream collabs. Dolly Parton.
When are you gonna accept? This,
Oh, I didn't know you asked. I'm sorry, my answer is no.
We are excited to be at the Beacon. We love the Beacon. Hi, Mickey.
Hi, Mickey. We will be in Austin definitely this year, 100%. Twice now.
What was it like blowing up on TikTok, Jess?
Oh gosh, yeah, I forgot about that. We did blow up for a day on TikTok, guys. We sang the chorus to a Harry Styles song that you might have heard called "Treat People with Kindness," funny enough. And
we were big on TikTok.
We were big on TikTok because TikTok didn't know that we sang the chorus to that song.
Yeah.
So when we sang it on TikTok, all the Harry fans came out.
Yeah. It was a big day.
It was a big day. It was our only day on TikTok. But go back to, yeah, maybe you guys can help us make TikTok more
enjoyable.
We're just not quite there with TikTok yet, but we are down to figure it out. Maybe you can help us.
We did join them for one LA date pre-pandemic.
Yeah, pre-pandemic. That was really fun.
Forum. It was very fun.
Stevie Nicks was there. We got to sing with her backstage. The Gorge Show is a full set. It's, I think, probably like 45 minutes or an, I don't actually know. I don't listen to me. But our opening sets are typically shorter than our headlining sets naturally because we're opening for someone else.
Ooh, MySpace. Is MySpace
Still around?
Is MySpace still around? Let us know.
I think we're only doing one LA Greek date. Okay, Lara. Send us some glittery, sparkly ideas. Jill, I'm sorry to hear that. We will be dancing for you. We're definitely going to be releasing new songs in the next couple of weeks. One new song in a couple weeks, maybe some other songs in March. So be on the lookout. Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, we did write songs with Lori McKenna, and one of them did make the record. We wrote a song with her and Trent Dabbs, two incredible writers. I actually don't know what we're singing for Ladies of the 80s yet. We better figure that out. It's clearly not planned that far in advance. But we will be dressing up. We got some of our outfit together today. Working with Brandy on the production of the new album was amazing. Just having another singer like that, songwriter like that, with you along for the journey, it really pushes you to do things that you know are in there, but maybe, I don't know. It's like having somebody else that you trust in the room.
What happened to the other 200 songs you wrote during lockdown? They're in existence, floating around.
About what? This?
Yeah.
Oh, because LSD stands for Love So Deep. So no, it's not about LSD. But it's a play. It's a play on words. Japan. Thank you, Sean. It really was fun getting in the middle of the audience.
Yeah.
And I hope we can return to that very soon. See it in Atlanta, Ricky. You won't miss me there. That they weren't in for the hang.
Oh yeah, I should have known
that they weren't in for the hang. I guess they couldn't picture that I don't fit in the frame. I know, Becky, we were really bummed about that too, but we are planning some very special things, hopefully for next year.
We want to send copies down for the hang. We want to come to Japan so bad.
It's our number one dream to be going to Japan. It's the
You know, we happen to love Love Shack. That was one of my favorite songs, one of my first favorite songs ever. And we've sung it a couple of times.
yeah.
It's a fun one.
Oh yeah, for the triptych for the symphony show.
Argentina.
Brazil and Argentina. We love Brazil and Argentina. We came with Roger Waters, but hopefully we'll come with Lucius. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that was a fun show, Terminal 5. That was many moons ago.
Mm-hmm. Love Shack, baby.
Love Shack, baby. Love Shack.
All right, guys. Well, I think it's that time. Oh my gosh. Thank you for seeing us 9 times. Oh, Laura, I'm glad you brought that up. We will have costume suggestions for our upcoming tours, so be on the lookout. We have a lot of fun surprises in store and ways that we can all be a part of the party together. Merch and all sorts of ways we can dress up and make this like a real party. That is our intention. So be on the lookout. We have a lot of exciting ideas.
Pete's back.
um,
Hi, Kevin. Great to read you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're excited about the new merch, actually. I wish they made that baby onesie in adult sizes, that black leopard onesie. Unfortunately, they don't. Also, did anyone know that you can't list a baby onesie as a onesie anymore?
Oh, you can't?
No. Well, you
That's why
can,
it's
but they made us change it
to baby bodysuit or
to
whatever?
baby bodysuit because
So
somebody was going to try and sue us. And I guess that happened all over the internet. Did anybody know that? Fun fact.
Layers and layers.
The term onesie is owned.
Ooh. We have to see when we actually perform in front of an audience which one
Yeah,
feels the best.
we'll let you know in like a week.
That is true, Ricky.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, he could use a marriage proposal maybe though.
So happy you're
Again.
okay.
That's right, Rich. Oh.
Oh, well, I'm a musician about to have a baby on tour, so I will let you know about that. Baby bodies.
if you show up wearing a baby bodysuit in your size, a Lucius baby bodysuit, we'll serenade you, Sean. That's a promise. The rumors are not true that Elton is on a few tracks. I haven't heard those rumors.
Me neither.
I would love to hear those rumors come to life. Thank you, David. All right, everyone. I think it's that time. It's been a long day over here. We've been rehearsing with our band and getting ready. But we'll definitely do some more Q&As soon. And we have a lot of exciting new material coming your way. So we're really getting ready to share it all with you. Thank you for staying
Yeah, thank you guys for joining
along
us.
for the ride. We love you.
See you guys soon.